How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new release of the 2023 Toyota Corolla GR. Now I know I'm pretty much like a day or like a half a day late on this. I didn't do a video about it last night, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen by now that yes, Toyota Corolla or this new GR Toyota Corolla is going to be something that really takes the hot hatch market by storm and kind of like revitalizes the hot hatch market, especially after the kind of disappointing releases from Subaru with both the STI and the Impreza, as well as kind of like the disappointing release from the Volkswagen Golf. Now, before we actually get into this video, definitely be sure to like and subscribe down below. It helps me out a ton as a smaller YouTuber, and I really appreciate all the support. And again, it's absolutely free, so just go down there, click the like button, click the subscribe. It helps me out a ton. But now going into the first of two articles that we're going to be talking about today. Here it is. Here is the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. Now, right off the bat, I personally really love the very aggressive styling that you see with the new front grille. I mean, it's not that much different than the new Corolla in, obviously it's hatchback form, but it's definitely a lot more aggressive. I think it's got wider tires on it, definitely different wheels, and you see that spoiler in the back there, which I'm pretty sure they have. Yeah, there's the picture of it right there, as well as like a little diffuser, but nothing too crazy. Now, this car will feature a 1.6 liter 3-cylinder engine, and that is the G16E GTS, and this is going to produce right around 300 horsepower and 273 foot-pounds of torque, which, putting that into a little all-wheel drive nugget such as this Toyota Corolla, should make it an absolute blast to drive. Now, in addition to the more aggressive design, the fenders are definitely wider than the regular stock Corolla hatchback, so that's something else to keep in mind too. It just adds to the more aggressive look that this thing actually does offer. Now, with this as well, like this little section of the article right here, it does say that the power distribution, although it's all-wheel drive, depending upon the drive mode, the car actually can send up to 70% of its power to the rear wheels. So that's probably going to offer a lot of fun and slidey driving for those out there that kind of want something of a drift mode or something that is kind of reminiscent of like a Focus RS. And this 30 to 70% power distribution is going to be available under the dynamic driving mode. And for a maximum stability drive mode, that's going to be 50-50. And then they're actually going to send 60% of the power to the front wheels for a kind of daily driving mode. I think this is actually pretty cool that Toyota is doing this, because I haven't really seen this a lot from any other all-wheel drive hatchbacks, except for, of course, the Focus RS. And even in something like the Focus RS, for the most part, I think the only change in the power distribution between all four wheels is when you kind of put that thing into drift mode. And I'm pretty sure that that is another like 30 to 70 to the rears, or it actually might be like 20 to 80% going into the rear wheels. So I definitely feel like there's a little bit more versatility that's going to be offered by Toyota with this new GR Corolla, having different drive modes and actually being able to put more power in the front of the car when you're just, commuting with it back and forth to school or work. Now, this GR Corolla is just under 73 inches wide, right at 72.9 inches wide, which is 2.5 inches, again, wider than the regular new generation Corolla hatchback. And the wheelbase hasn't really changed at all. It's still at 103.9 inches, although the body of the actual GR Corolla is going to be a little bit longer. And then something else I'd like to highlight, again, like I said before, does have new 18-inch cast alloy wheels with like a new design for the GR model. That was to be expected. But this car does come with Michelin Pilot Sport 4 235 by 40 R18 tires. So the Michelin Pilot Sport 4, I actually believe is a brand new tire, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think it's like a year old yet. So that should be another stickier kind of street track tire that is going to be just as comfortable on, you know, track driving as well as just, again, daily driving and commuting the thing. So it's probably not going to be incredibly aggressive or incredibly like sticky or anything like that. It should definitely offer a much more, you know, sporty driving feel than when compared to like the regular new Corollas. Now, also this car does have 4-piston brakes in the front and 2-piston brakes in the rear. So you're getting, again, more bigger brakes, and I mean that's pretty much like that's all you could say about this car. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself even though I'm talking about different aspects of this new GR Corolla, but it's basically a more aggressively styled Corolla. But every single point has been hit by Toyota, which is fantastic. Plus, did I forget to mention, they will be offered in manual. So there's going to be 2 editions of them, kind of like the regular standard edition as well as the circuit edition model, which are like the red circuit edition. I'm pretty sure you've kind of seen them by now. And if you haven't, like, here's just a picture I pulled off of Google right now from, you know, last night's reveal. But I do like the very aggressive red paint as well as the black accents. It just goes very well together. But a lot of people really just love simply the driving experience that this thing is going to offer. I mean, you could tell right from the bat, a smaller, little compact car, all-wheel drive, making 300 horsepower. It's gonna be a blast. I mean, hell, like I've done a review as well as a POV driving video on a Ford Focus ST3, which is like the top of the line ST. It comes with like leather interior and stuff. And that thing was not making 300 horsepower and it's still a blast to drive. I think it was like low 200s if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. But any small car, all-wheel drive, making any decent amount of power is going to be awesome to drive. But when you couple that with how the hot hatch market has kind of been in the last few years or so, I think Toyota has really kind of hit the nail on the head with this car. And I think it's something that's going to be accepted in the car enthusiast community as pretty much as soon as it hits the road. But let me know what you guys think of this new GR Corolla, what your opinions are, whether you love or hate it. Also, again, if you haven't already, definitely be sure to subscribe down below. It's absolutely free and helps me out a lot. But like always, thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.